Hey guys, my name is Daria, aka Tasmanian Bunny, and we are returning to Stasis, and I feel incredibly excited because now we are going to see our daughter, or maybe not. Like, let's go. I just want to see what's happening out there. I'm really, really excited. Like, the smooth surface of the metal toolbox.
Looks like this place is being expanded.
What is this?
Expanding.
High temperature
That place
slump.
scares me.
Thanks.
Sorry.
I missed what they were talking about, but it doesn't matter. Like, I am so... What's this? Some sort of key? Hanging wires. High temperature slug gun. Maybe we're going to protect ourselves with this.
Warning. Halo thing hepatotoxicity is at an elevated level.
I just started this freaking game. I just arrived.
Looks like this place is being expanded.
The seed was always expanding. That place scares me.
Thanks.
Sorry.
What do I need to do? Like, I need to hide immediately? What?
Warning. Halo thing hepatotoxicity is at an elevated level.
The words. I can't even.
What do you see?
What kind of a monster would do this? These women. These poor women. This is torture. This is...
Science.
Seated in the chair is a woman in her mid-30s, head shaved, limbs atrophied. Tumescence is in pregnancy. She is connected to a machine that feeds and sedates her. So they're using women as a breeding machine. Like, literally. She's trying to communicate, but her words are little more than slurred vowels. Her throat is dry and she's clearly extremely weak. You remember seeing Renaissance-era sculptures of nuns in Holy Communion? Their eyes rolled back, bodies controlled in ecstatic agony. There is a hint of that expression across this unconscious woman's face. Oh my god, this is so awful. Bloated fetus. This thing inside the incubator is anathema to nature. The poor creature should not exist, and what life it shows is reluctant and painful. Portable defibrillator.
Defibrillator. And it looks like it's fully charged.
Are we going to attack someone? Or maybe we are going to save someone with this? Our daughter? Although it is only a wall of gauges, they cluster and protrude like the offspring birth undisturbed. Oh my gosh. Hybrid fetus. An organic pulsating fluid sac holds the fetus. An external placenta. There is something noticeable peculiar about this artificial placenta. On the closer inspection, there is a tiny rage apertures across the surface, almost as if it's been eaten at from within. My gosh, this is just... The second grandmother sways peacefully. What kind of creatures are these? The horror of this entangled fetus sac is matched only by horror within its fleshy walls. And what do we need to do? Can we do something with this? We need this key. And I'm not sure, do we need mist? A fine mist sprays down on the bodies of the woman below. Pregnant woman.
must have families and lives.
You can't do anything for them now.
Bandage.
Soon this ship will run out of oxygen. They won't be in pain for much longer.
A second in this place is more torture than anyone should bear.
Like, what do we do with this bandage?
This isn't gonna work.
What do we need to do?
This isn't gonna work.
How do we throw away the queen's milk?
Maybe.
I shouldn't bring it with me. Fluids. The smell of almonds waffles from the vicious stream of fluid. I don't know what to say. I'm so confused. This is even worse. What the hell? Pulsating mass of flesh and bone. Human host. The human appeared to be a host for the genetic hybrid growing out of it. Birth was clearly messy and painful. I can't even see recent blood discharge. This is insane. Dr. Clifford Beckman. They said I'd never make it to 60. Ha! 85, you fuckers. Old and still cooking with the gas. 3 bastard kids and I outlived them all. Okay, so I was young when I had them. Those girls never even knew I was the father, of course. I had to switch the DNA samples so they didn't know the little shits were mine. I'm too old now for all of that, but you never completely lose your eye for ladies. What a bastard. I might have false teeth, Dr. Malan, but I'm no moron. For the good of humanity, I'm sociopath and alleged But your little speech to the crew was less sincere than anything I could say with a straight face. At least you know how to turn a blind eye whenever I have to get rid of troublesome subjects, right, Malan? The new gas for the chambers is working splendidly. An improvement kill rate of 60% of the old formula. I watch those poor fuckers wither and die. Breathe and die. We have a viewing window now, just so we can make sure it's done. If I were a moral man, I'd call it perverse. It's lucky for Project C that I couldn't give a shit. I thrive when I don't have to answer to anyone with a conscience. I feel physically sick to even read this. Like, what? Why? It's really like the worst horrors aren't even jump scares. This is it. My God. I feel disgusted even to read these notes. Sorry, I'm just... This will not do, not at all. I need more subjects. The rejection ratio of DNA splicing is stratospheric, so not only do I need more bodies, but I need better ones. They bring me imports and strays, but the best results are achieved with crew members. Oh my gosh. One cannot prey too often on those, of course, no matter the need. My chosen ones were always those who wouldn't be missed. The furnaces are inadequate for my disposal requirement. I'm told they're so hot that they could destroy dark matter. They seem slow to respond when burning flesh, though, and the smell is hardly pleasant either. It reminds me of that injured dog that I found as a little boy growing up in Missouri. It looked at me with I don't wanna read this. It looked at me with the pleading look, the kind a sick patient gives a doctor when they trust absolutely. Naturally, I stomped on them. I can't. This is probably the worst thing I saw here. Like, I'm gonna take a shower after this. I must get more pathway. That little prick DeSantos is usually more than forthcoming with its ingredients, but he says his own suppliers are having problem. I know you, DeSantos. I know you're not a real doctor. I know the kind. I have 5 PhDs and can tell when men have been hired for their instincts rather than their knowledge. Meanwhile, the cutting and splicing continues. Oh, and Charlotte. We all know about your little experiment, you stupid bitch. First, she kills her partner by accidentally exposing him to a lethal virus. And then she goes gaga for him? But that's the sort of beautiful incompetence that slays me. I spent years perfecting the art of the kill, making a murder appear a mishap. And she went and did it all completely by accident. What perfect nonsense. I held the subject down today and used my surgical hammer to cave in the windpipe. Then I gouged his eyes and tried to read. I can't read this. I just scroll it, and if you want, you read this, but I just can't pronounce. It makes me feel horrible. Maybe I am a snowflake for this, but like, I just can't. I'm gonna leave it to you. I'm gonna briefly like look at this, but it's just too much. I woke up in the emergency room today. Somebody found me on the stairs. I can't remember much. What do I know is that both my fucking legs are up in casts. I better get comfortable because Dr. Game says it will be here at last month. This one was attacked by a mutant. Remember, if I remember correctly, he was attacked and his like legs, like his knees were twisted or something. Oh, I wish you were ripped off. Like, we die as the Novi cut us down, but I'm not ready to be replaced by new species. Our creations are impressive, but I don't share Malan's fanatism for what is happening here. I must try to make sure one of the lifeboats is available for me. A shame there was not another for that delectable young thing. What was her name? Callister. This mother... I may be old, but I'll tear anyone who tries to stop me from living apart at the limbs. I have survived police investigations, court cases, vengeful spouses, and idealistic lap hands. I will gut any shitbag trying to prevent my escape, and that includes you, Malan. I will jab out your eyeballs and eat them before I submit to you. I hope it's you on the table. I will leave you like this forever. But I'm afraid he's somewhere alive. Machinery. I have no words to describe how horrible I feel right now. And the worst part, that somewhere in the world, this is really happening. It happened before, it's happening right now, and it will happen again. Like these inhuman, horrible things. Ugh. Which one is this? De Santos. Man, that bitch from shipping won't get off my back. You fuck a girl real good and she just come crawling back. If she doesn't get off my hair, I'll have her moved off ship. Dr. Malan is a prick, but he looks after me like that. I gotta say, being on Project Seed is awesome, man. It's like the most horrible people are gathered here. Okay, so we gotta do some pretty noxious shit, but in exchange, I got a lot of protection and a horrible honorary title. Dr. DeSantos. I like it. Dr. Malan knows about my contacts and private cargo that arrives on board, and I know he hates it, but there is nobody else prepared to work under Dr. Beckman. That guy is one twisted fuck and also one of the best customers. So he is just... Everybody here is so fucked up. I get imports, sure, but my own private lab is what manufactures Beckman's pathway sheet. Funny, I never realized how dependent these smartasses of science are on drugs. Personally, never touch the stuff. You gotta have your wits about you. You have your wits about you, man, especially around here. Wow, Dr. Williams, Charlotte. I never would have figured out uptight woman was a... But holy hell, she just gave me the ride of my fucking life. Who would have thought? Silky lace under that lab coat of hers, and for a woman in her mid-40s, a body that makes you want to get off your knees and howl at the moon. I'm gonna leave it to you to read. Probably thinks I'm her dead husband or something. Like I care, as long as she keeps coming to fulfill her needs. Crazy but smart, and she has no idea how much I know about her little project. I saw the details. Perhaps people just think I am a smack-talking smartass, but I've been training on the Groom Lake since I was 16. I studied chemistry and genetics, aced all of it too. She thinks I'm too stupid to understand. Thinking I could have gotten myself in too deep here. The drug thing was fine, but this whole industrial espionage thing is kinda freaky. I don't think Dr. Malan knows. I know Lincoln watches me with an eagle eye, but he can't know for sure. If he did, he would eject my ass from the ship with the rest of the failed hybrids. But goddamn, the money is good. But I'm not sure, like, he's just selling drugs or human as well. I earned my year's salary by sending some info to Black Star Industries. My contact gave me more money than I could conceive for leaking one report. I met the guy while I was on leave. He was a smug dickhead who somehow knew what I did, and then he flashed the cash. I've got no loyalties to the company, and I know how Dr. Malan treats loyal staff. The guy can turn on the dime when it suits him. I've heard of weird shit going on down the docks below, and Sid has me feeling it will soon be the time to get the hell out of Dodge. Pronto. Like, one of two more reports might have given me what I need. Nobody knows about my little act of espionage, but who'd care? This ship is falling apart. Some of those fuckers up things that Beckman and Malan made are on the prowl. I stashed away my cash as soon as I heard things were going wrong, but money ain't gonna make a split worth of difference if we all get killed. Malan's taking all this way too calmly. Actually, I'd say he's enjoying all of this. He came into the lab this morning, he still makes us all reports to the lab, and was grinning to the whole damn time. His eyes are all red, like he was coming down from a high. That guy does not need drugs for a high. His general fucked upness is what he rides. And here was me thinking Beckman was the crazy one. It's just us. Oh god, not even Beckman's around now. Charlotte was dragged away to the labs a few days ago. She sealed off from the other decks. I reckon it's only a matter of time before Malan decides to go somewhere to do something about me too. I've been living on this ship for years. I know about hidden passages that even Malan doesn't know about. I'll get over to the communication array and let out signal. Hopefully they get us before Dr. Malans find out. I don't like you as well. Like you all just horrible human beings. Corpse. In the aftermath of this body's evisceration, you can tell wherever its legs were removed or wherever they had any. Slayed open human body. Conjured mass. I have no words, really. I have no freaking words.
How can we allow this?
This is the purpose of the group link. It's not on Earth. People can't see it, so they don't care.
But if they knew...
So what?
This is the horrible part. Nobody will do anything at all. Preserved conjoined twins. Oh my gosh.
If they were more open, this wouldn't happen.
Open to who? The people? Governments?
Other corporations.
What cost?
A bit of our humanity, I suppose.
Liquid nitrogen canister. Maybe it's...
I think that'll just break it.
I just feel horrible. Like... I have no words. Like... Mutagen laboratory. Hybrid reject... Oh, let me check it again. Hybrid reject 811, reported by Dr. Malan. A highly unusual form of rejection, such as has not been observed before, manifested in this hybrid. Just a second. It is entirely possible that that mutagenic compounds used to sanitize the hybrid DNA was faulty in this particular instance. Usually with any rejection there is a sign of initial bonding and then a breakdown, but in this case there was absolutely no bonding attempt whatsoever. Given the thoroughness with which we create the DNA, I suspect that the centrifuge machine for this particular batch was faulty. Repair and the maintenance check of the machine is ordered immediately. Recommendation: destroy the remains and also destroy the fetus. Hybrid reject C. The Beckman. Subject died during birth. It can only be surmised the death was due to the failing in the host, as all reports and tests leading up the birth showed no signs of fetal defect. Upon further investigation of the woman's medical history, it was noted that she experienced complications when giving birth to a child previously. This host would not have been used had these been highlighted. I mean, if it was known, they wouldn't use her. In light of the medical history, I now assume that was the cause of the fetal distress and death of the subject. Note: host is being kept alive and has undergone one transfusion fusion. Recommendation: revoke host life support order and dispose of body with hybrid regency. And remember that girl, 16 years old girl wanted to be part of this project. Hell no. Okay, Williams. During the autopsy of Hybrid 604, there were signs of renal failure. It appears that kidneys were unable to process the amino acids required for the breakdown of nutrients. The damage to the liver, stomach, and intestine shows the same degenerative patterns. Reason: it is possible that reports of the mother given birth 3 months prior was in error. Comment: further reports regarding the failure of mutagenic compounds will be finalized later. I feel absolutely horrible. I was so excited to come here and to meet our daughter, but like now I don't know. Should we kill it?
I don't think that'll work. It doesn't work like that.
Scanning machinery. Computer terminal. What to do with these power cells? They're all the same. We need a key. It has to stop here, and I will use this gun on him. Wait! Ah, no, wait! Oh, shit. I was killed from another room through the walls. So I caught a glitch which kills my character. I can't escape it. I can't escape it. This is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. Look at this. Are you fucking kidding me? After all I've been through. This is insane. This is really insane. We need to cloak it, probably. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't kill us. Okay, here's water everywhere. Okay, we need to use a moment. Fuck!
Maybe. No.
Too late! You're too slow, dude! Oh! Now it's done. Perfect. Perfect job. Deactivated sentry bot.
Easy does it. God, just hate it.
What did we get from him? What did we get? Twisted metal. For what?
No, that won't work.
Okay, I'm gonna save the game. Just in case. Just in case, just to be sure, because I don't trust this game. It failed me a few times. Okay, we're gonna Ugh. I just to make sure, maybe it's something. I'm not sure if it has any influence on the.
Allow this.
This is the purpose of the group name. It's not on Earth. I can't see it, so they don't care.
But if they knew,
So what?
Yeah, so. Or maybe we can kill it with the twisted this metal part.
No.
No.
Crazy.
Okay. Leave it. What can we do? What is this? Ah, it's on another level or something. Okay. Platform. Okay, it's blocked. We can't go here. And sink. We have another sink here?
Warning. The oxygen atmosphere generating system is no longer functioning. Product failure is imminent.
Power pod. So we need to put here something.
I think that'll just break
No.
it. I don't think this will fit.
How does it work?
That's just crazy. Although, I don't think that'll work.
Maybe we need to do something here. Oh! No.
I don't think this will fit.
So we need to. The door is going to explode. Such a genius. Finally. Okay, and now we. Okay. Phew, this is really important moment. Go. Go, 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 go. It's like I'm watching aliens in the... A frighteningly thin creature, courtesy of Kane Corporation. It is fallen from the operating table only to crawl around in aimless peregrination. No doubt it was. Poor things! Oh my god. Starving organism, withered hybrid. Both bodies barely show signs of life. Oh my, conjoined hybrids fused in the spine, at the spine. It appears immobile, but it has frequently scant the roots. Why they? No one deserves such life. It's not even alive. Imagine if they conscious. It's human beings. Fluid drainage. Charlotte Williams. Oh, Francis, I still lie awake at night thinking of you. You haunt my dreams, my nightmares, and my fantasies. We found love, dear. Even when we work in Kane Sidney's lab, creating viral strains that could turn a human inside out, we loved and made love. Ours was a match made in heaven. We worked on only the most exciting viruses and pathogens. Our work together was a Mozart requiem, a piece of perfection. She's insane. She's like completely nuts. My work now is a pale imitation of what it was once. Oh, Francis, How long ago was it now? It must be 10 years, but it feels like only yesterday. You were too sick to transfer to the Groom Lake when I did. You died just as I took up my post, but don't fret, my angel. I've begun concocting a way of bringing you back to life. I always called you my little Frankenstein. Do you remember? Shredding the boundary between life and death was always your ultimate goal. Well, now, with Project Seed entering its second phase, my plans can finally be put into practice. I don't know how to comment this. This is so strange. Like, does she really killed her husband? Or maybe he died and she got insane? The laboratories are off limits between 2 and 4 a.m. So that's when I work. Naturally, I prepare all the calculations and machine settings in my quarters. I keep the subjects under a false name in one of the pods. So far, not even Dr. Mala knows what I'm doing. Each major laboratory operation I perform takes no more than an hour, and I always erase the machine records at the end of each one. I'm using your DNA, my darling, which the enchants regenerative abilities of the genetic materials we've already synthesized for seeds. You will be reborn, but you will be impervious to physical degradation, immune to sickness and pain. I'll have done what you would have wanted and made you perfect. And when you step healthy, unblemished, and reconstructed from your glass swamp, you will never leave me again. Delusional. Things have felt strange lately. My work continues, but I swear, darling Francis, I can feel you watching me. I'm trying to work longer hours to complete the new and reborn you, but it's not easy. Marvin has already had a look at some of my work, I'm sure, as if he'd any concept of what I'm trying to achieve anyway. I still wonder, my darling, why you cursed me as you died. You know it was an accident. I know you remember that. It must be murder. It wasn't murder. I would never committed a murder. Not even when we tested that pathogen on those troublesome neighbors. It was an experiment. How were we to know that they would choke to death on their own innards? I suppose death was a possibility, but that's science. I fear that your continued life. I fear for your continued life. I'm afraid Malan knows. Who else knows? Have they contaminated you? I will run extra tests to make sure your code is not flawed or altered in any way. I'm anxious. I started scratching my arms badly. At this rate, I may end up looking like that leprous toad Beckman. So she probably was drugged, just like everybody else here. Oh, my dearest Francis, I have failed you. Malan knows. He confronted me about it directly. He wanted me to take you just like them. I cannot have you crawling on the floors like some dog on the streets. The very idea offends me. I will protect you with my life. You will be reborn. I swear this on my life. And you failed. I'm not sure, again, was she insane on the beginning? Or she lost her mind completely when he died? And she lost him, I'm not sure. But it's really disturbing. What is this? Bone? Bone mending glue. And I'm wondering, are these hybrids these hybrids always like this, weak and fragile, or they became like this after 3 months of not eating normally? Maybe something happened because they didn't have proper care. Birth reports. Lana. Subject Lana. Subject appears to have inherited her mother's powerful physical build and latent aggression. Lana has the making of an excellent alpha female candidate. Move Lana to a group cell and isolation appears to promote irritability. Daryl, quiet but intelligent, attempted to pick the lock on his cell yesterday, but failed to escape. Excellent puzzle-solving skills, and while not especially aggressive, has a strong build. A thinker, clearly. Frederick shows little of his mother's solid frame, but is a super hunter. Stalks and learns tactics by observing the others. Appears to be developing a strong tactical mind. Are these guys attacking us now on the ship? Like, are they the same or not? Or we are going to find them later? What's happening? What was the sound? Nay. Wait a second. Wait a second. Terra? Ok. Aspetta. Daryl, host, Willow Brody. Frederick. Mary Maxwell. Nay! Host, Ellen Marachek. Space tourist. It's our wife. One to watch. Cunning, extraordinarily fast and dangerous. Appears to prefer isolation as attempted pairing result in fatalities. Taken an alpha role easily, dominates the other Novi. A definitive candidate for Lana's mate. Would you comment on this? Would you comment on this? So this is... No, I'm gonna wait. The creature screams in his medical restraints. Great black eyes in the silken grey face glare with malice. What if, listen, what if they took DNA of John and his wife and created this mutant, and this is what we found by this DNA search? What if? Life support machinery.
Don't go any further. I'm warning you now.
How could you do this?
I do with my children as I see fit.
It's barbaric.
Spare me the pity of the righteous. Your daughter owes her life to me.
What do you know about Rebecca?
ARG was good on this ship, Mr. Marachek. Cancer, HIV, Ebola. I eliminated them all.
Oh my god.
Her life is mine to do it as I choose. Oh yes, I know about everything, Johnny. I know about your daughter and all about your wife. You are accountable.
Jan his signal, John. You need to hurry. We're close.
But what does he know? Oh, it's Dr. Malan's notes. Okay, let's read this. January 1st. The new year begins, the wheel turns, and the Groom Lake continues to lead the vanguard of scientists' discovery for all the humankind. Yet I feel dissatisfied, even as the peons who work under me celebrate the new year. I wonder why. Why would you celebrate such an asinine concept as an outdated Gregorian calendar on the ship that's currently swimming through the depths of space? The reason is clear: comfort. They fear the unknown, the alien, the impossible. I do not. I embrace the unforgiving cosmos with open arms. The problem with the research we do is that humans doing it, contain it as they are by not science, conscious, remorse, and sometimes even fear. We try to grasp the infinite and give it a framework that ill-fits its cosmic splendor. This is my 10th year as Special Project Director for Kane Corporation. Despite my discoveries and quest for knowledge, I'm held back at every turn by paperwork, moralizing scientists, and the group of degenerate toadies that I sit on the board with. If I were rid of them, then my work would be God, my word. Not the word of corporation. He thinks he's God. Okay. Still, they have their issues. Uses. Oh my God. Uses. The research is funded by Kane, and the Groom Lake is keep running by the money and personnel they provide. But the time will come when all this changes. You mark my words. I am inundated with emails from all departments about inconsistencies with storage and contaminated samples. This grand masquerade is sometimes more tedious than it's actually worth. Worst of all, Dr. Way and that technician, Miss Callister, is it? I normally make short work of such troublemakers, but it's hardly seem worthwhile. Troublemakers must be allowed to make trouble, because if they disappear, that legitimizes their claims, and somebody will always take up the fallen crusader's torch. Oh, Dr. Beckman's tendencies are becoming harder to restrain. I'm well aware of his shortcomings. The old man isn't brilliant as he is deranged, yet manages to go about his work with a sociopathic glee. He is useful to have around. He has requested more bodies for seed, specifically more women who were recently pregnant. That is problematic, as we have very few such women on board, and imports are not easy to come by. We may have to play this one under the radar. That fool Dr. Gray complained yet again about his beloved incense becoming more aggressive as a result of the power outrages. So what? Let them spill out onto the decks. As far as I'm concerned, the importance of seed outranks the hydroponic project's work by 1,000 to 1. I do like playing chess with Dr. Gray, of course. I win every time. A little fact he's unlikely to tell anyone, although he does seem quite happy to contact anyone who is interested, with the opinion that he'd be next best candidate for my job. Sebastian, you could not handle what I do. If you believe otherwise, then you are as great, as full as I imagine you to be. When the day that I foresee comes, your rotting corpse will be under my feet, and I will laugh. Dr. Williams is still under the delusions that I don't know about her personal research. Officially, it's illegal for staff to conduct their own research, but this is interesting. Recreating her dead lover in the form of the hybrid? How fascinating. If it works, I'll make use of it. If it doesn't, then I will burn with the rest of the rejects. The woman is obsessed, and I know that DeSantis is playing no small part in defeating her delusions. I know her secret research won't cause me any problems, or I would never have allowed her on Project Seed. So it seems contaminated waste from the corpse disposal or a spill is contaminating the ship. It's causing fungal growth, or so my vicious drones tell me. The fungus, various, not vicious, various drones. The fungus is a repenting proportions though. While I'm angry at Dr. Beckman for terminating more subjects than strictly necessary, more than strictly necessary, these unintended side effects are fascinating. I intimated as such to Dr. Gray, and of course stroked his ego with hints at promotion and glory. He'll keep the fungus alive. The engineers want it destroyed, but I'm sure we can delay it at that. This experiment is becoming more engaging by the day, and I haven't even had to lift a finger. So while they clog up my inbox with demands and Ron Burns, I plan to play the violin. We are more than secure here anyways, and this has a certain inevitability about it. I must record the daily developments of the experiment's growth. So for him, this whole ship is his playground, his sandbox, and he does everything he wants and just watches people die. One psycho with another psycho. It is as I foresaw: panic, destruction, and mayhem, and yet it continues apace. Once the fervor and the flame dies down, we'll sweep the desks of detritus and repurpose all of it for my beautiful hybrid creations. No more growing plants for the good of mankind. God is no longer in the machine, my friend. I am God. My beautiful children have excellence themselves. They kill, they learn, they adapt. As I thought, he created those mutants who is killing people everywhere. A primal species without any of trapping of morality. It's their time now. They almost came to be once, many years ago, but were snuffed out by humanity, afraid of its natural successors. This systematic extermination has given a name: the eugenics wars. So it did happen before. The public knew as a corporate welfare. In truth, it was a coordinated genocide. Humanity wasn't ready for Professor Garant's astonishing discovery and thought to destroy it. His works was not perfect, of course. That's where I came in. So he found these old works and he tried to recreate those mutants. I spent most of my life as a part of Kane trying to access Professor Garant's original work. Old man Kane pushed me to the top because we shared an ideal, the utilization of science for the perfection of humanity. Where we differed were the methods by which this was to be achieved. Not that he had much more to say after I held that pillow to his face as he lay on the hospital bed, although the higher purpose. Creation of our species from raw subject will become impossible now that the crew are dead, dying, or unclean, but that's hardly an issue. Any subject who were flawed or imperfect have been turned into the fertilizer that will nurture the perfection of the surviving race. Now the challenge is moving to the Groom Lake out of range of any other ships. No one can be allowed to escape the ship alive. Any good, strong survivors will become members of the new race. I am their creator. I control transcend. I don't understand. Okay, he creates mutants. They grow in new bodies through a Project Seed, and then but I'm not sure, what we saw in the beginning with the growing body parts. Remember that lung and heart were growing in the pool. Was it just parts? Was it different method to recreate human body? Are these mutants a result of natural birth or they were created like this, and how normal human being can be mutated to hybrid? I'm not sure. De Santos, I'm very disappointed in you. A distress signal? I thought we were on one mind here in Seed. I'll castrate and destroy you for this betrayal. Your flawed body is hardly worthy of becoming one of my children, but for now, I must turn off this accused signal. You cannot hide from me, Marvin. You drug peddling little... Yep. Another PDA. Robert Lincoln? Who is this? Oh my god, my eyes burning again. I'm reading too much. Oh. I've been reassigned to investigate the disappearance and murder of 2 scientists in the deploy of Dr. Malan. A strange matter, to be sure. I've been observing the movement of some of these eggheads, and I can't say I'm too impressed. Doesn't anybody around here record their coming and goings? Or make any notes? There is no traditional organization in this department whatsoever. Project Seed answers to nobody. This I know. But I thought these scientist types always made notes. Not that I care about admin, but I very much care about finding out who's selling weapons-grade secrets. Industrial secrets are a matter of life and death, especially death in this case. My investigations will be thorough, and no stone will be left unturned. The staff here are strange, and in fact I'd say lots of them are even crazy, but I couldn't care less about that. I just want names and answers. I got this job because I get things done, not because of my warm and caring personality. At the moment people are taking umbrage to my investigations, but security is constant and essential part of shipboard life, especially when we are talking about industrial espionage. I'm not sure where the 2 missing scientists are, but it seems based on the modified records that I found that they were killed and ejected into space. Any other man would assume that their 2 were criminals, but I don't buy it. As far as suspects go, I've ruled out Charlotte Williams and Marvin DeSantos. Charlotte because she doesn't know where she is half of the time, and DeSantos because he's just smirking shit for brains. I'm confident that he's involved in drug dealing, and I will give him this. He's cautious and acts like he's a real ladies' man. But I know the truth. I've seen him rejected apparently at the bar. Since July, I've been operate under the pretense that I'm an assistant. It's lucky that in my career I had some emergency room experience. The only other person who knows about my true purpose here is Dr. Malan. He's been encouraging. He constantly supplies me with information that I require for my investigation, and at times it is little overhelping. Still, he seemed honest enough. For the record, I'm well aware of the kind of man Dr. Malan is. I've seen his experience with my own eyes. I've seen what happened when the bodies are disposed of, and the burning fires of the furnace, but he does not require to justify the means. There are few men in this world who will do what has to be done. For that, I admire him. He told me to watch over Dr. Williams' experiments. It seemed they are unofficial, and although I prepared to report to Kane to have her removed from her position, Dr. Malan immediately overrode my request. I respect him, but to be honest, I don't think having my authority overruled. But I don't like having my authority overruled. Beckman, all of the people was sniffing around today. It seems that old psychopath suddenly became curious. I asked Dr. Malan for further instructions, and he told me to incapacitate the old man. This I did. A shame I had to break the old guy's kneecaps. Honestly, I was hoping to slit his throat, but Dr. Malan insisted that he remains alive and in pain, but unable to move. So it wasn't a monster. He was just attacked by this guy. I mean, I don't like any of them, but I kinda like what happened to that bastard. I'm revisiting my earlier opinion about the Santos character. I still think he's a pathetic little shit, but I now believe he's partly responsible for some of the stolen information. He strikes me as a amateur, but up to this by an outside agent. I'll deal with the Santos soon, but first I've got to monitor his movements. Make one move, pal, and I'll have you. Dr. Malan has earmarked me for one of his experiments. I know this because when I attempted to leave the ship to report to Coin Corp, I discovered that my access was restricted and blocked. I came back to my quarters and found Malan waiting there. He had waiting with two of those hellish creatures that he'd created. I'm not squeamish, but those things make me nauseous. I'm currently awaiting what he calls proceeding. I suppose at his stage I should make peace with God. At this stage I should make peace with God. I've killed many men in my life, and I'll never say that I feel remorse for it. But I don't give Dr. Malan the satisfaction of hearing me pray for mercy. My last notes on this affair are that Dr. Malan himself is at the heart of the events aboard the ship. I was blind to it. I refused to believe that he was capable of creating such devastation. I always thought that scientists liked control, but Malan breaks all the rules as far as science is concerned. The leaked information, the fungal growth, the missing scientists, I'm beginning to suspect he ever knew that Dr. De Santos was actually selling intelligence, and may have fed him the information to sell. To what end, I know. I suspect it was because De Santos kept Beckman drugged to the eyeballs with whatever powerful stimulants he happened to have, so Beckman could continue his work. I can hear the machines being turned on. I welcome my faith. At least I know that I did my job to Keynes Corporation. So it's him? Is it him here? Can we take it? What do we do?
I can try to make it fit, but it
Okay,
won't break.
let's finish here because I need to save the game. I need to be careful because last time I tried to load it and resave it, so now I need to make sure that everything is okay. But like, I am so freaking shocked, and I'm still like, I need some time to proceed it, and I don't know how to react. This game becomes so dark. I'm used to monsters, I'm used to different stories, I'm used to some corpses lying around, ghosts, etc. But like this type of horror is just unbelievable. I don't know, maybe it's me who is overly sensitive, but I wonder what's your opinion about this. Are you feeling the same as I do? Because I'm not sure. I don't know what to think anymore. Like, I want to say so much, but like I can't find proper words. Anyway, I will think about it later. For now, I need to just wash it away. Everything I read, everything I heard, everything I saw. Thank you for watching. I love you all, and I see you in new episodes really, really soon.